cutting the gap. Well, during the rally week, the temperatures dropped down to -15. So how do the drivers and co-drivers keep warm without a heater in the car?
It's very cold here, but for the cold we have some stickers in my feet. This like this, warming up my feet. So this kind of stickers. This is for my hands, but I'm also having those for my feet. And I have 3 pair of socks and I have thermal clothes under it. So yeah, it's really warm then.
You've got to wear lots of pairs of socks because it's so cold. I've got about 5 pairs on now.
And can you move your feet?
Yeah, it's fine.
The car is very cold inside, so the snow on the floor from the shoes is not melting, so it's quite cold. Heating goes on only on the windscreen, so we can keep the snow from icing on and in the back we also have jackets and everything.
And certainly one of the main contenders for the junior title found these electronic gadgets to keep his feet warm.
Well, it's heating for my shoes, so it's really good and I like it. I bought it before the Generali and I tested on the Generali and now it works really good.
And you got to have equipment just in case you get stuck in the snow as well.
This is where we go off the road and we need to keep the car off in the field, so it's a rules say that you have to be like this in the fitting in the car, so it's a good thing when you have a deep snow, but at this race I think we don't need it. So.
Risto Immonen and the rest of the juniors were required to use studs with their tyres, but because of variable snow and ice conditions with lots of gravel, keeping the studs in the tyre became priority number 1. So the juniors were learning how to save their studs and still try and get the most out of their tyres. Well, there's the difference, says Stéphane Lefebvre, between a used tyre and a new one. See, after 15 kilometres in a long stage, he said we'd lost all our studs, and so the fronts are completely dead. It was really difficult. We went off the road once or twice. We had to use the rear, we had to save the rear studs to avoid wasting all 4 tyres on one stage. So we used 2 tyres, but already that was too much. Michelin is the official tyre manufacturer for the European Rally Championship Junior Championship. In these conditions, when the gravel's frozen with no ice and no snow, it's better to use the studs. With a normal gravel tyre, it'll be very slippery, much more so than using the studded tyres. You need the studs to give you the grip.
Maybe 250 euros per piece. Do you want to buy it? Okay. I think we cannot use this anymore, so I think we have to take it to the garage, so not good for us.
Well, Norway's Petter Christiansen is competing for the first time in Latvia in these wintry conditions. He ends up fastest rookie, 3rd place, setting the fastest time on stage 3 in his Skoda Fabia R2. Consistent front runner all weekend. Risto Immonen was the fastest 2-wheel drive driver in Latvia last year. This time out, he lost time with an engine issue, but pushed hard to gain back some of that lost time. Fastest on the last stage, not enough to give him victory. He finished in 2nd spot. Despite being only 23, Jan Černý has a lot of experience as a 3-time 2-wheel drive European champion, 2010, 12 and 13, and he used that to save his tyres and hold on to his lead to the very end. He's the first winner in the ERC Junior Championship. back with the overall front runners. Lappi finding another gear on the final 2 stages of leg 1 into the dusk, having more grip through the rerun of the stages than in the morning. Fastest on 5 and 6, winning 3 stages in a row to take the lead overnight by 2.6 seconds from rival Griatsin.
Now it's quite enjoyable when you have a clean line, and it's a bit wider also, so you can really push, and this is nice.
Well, it's fast and spectacular. Lappi, the overnight leader, but 2.6 seconds in it. Craig Breen in third, holding off Kajtanovic and his final podium spot. Stay tuned for all the action from day 2. Day 2 of Rally Liepaja in Latvia. Sepp Wiegand on the second stage of leg 2. His rally ruined in leg 1 with bad road position. 7th should have been a good choice, but with the snow being so fresh, it was a nightmare. On the final day though, the German claws back up the order, and he will finish in 5th spot overall. This is Czech Republic's Jaroslav Orsak, showing that although no fresh snow has fallen and they are down to less snow and more gravel, there's still a lot of ice. Well held, sir. Big moment in stage 8 on a fast right-hander. He retired 1 stage from the end with an engine problem. Vitaly Pushkar from Ukraine, 3 wheels on his wagon, battling for glory in the Production Cup. Broken left rear suspension cost him lots of time. In the end, he still finishes in 2nd spot in his Mitsubishi. This is Jaromir Tarabus in his Skoda Fabia Super 2000. Big off on stage 9. Breaks the top mount. The right front damper comes up through the bonnet. As you can see clearly there, lying against the windscreen on the left of the car as we look at it. Punch straight up through, and that is the end of the rally for the Cresta Racing man. Time to wrap up warm. Battles on for 3rd place in the rally. This is Polish champion Kajtan Kajtanovic trying to catch Craig Breen for 3rd spot. But he realises that he is starting to overextend himself on his limited knowledge of studded tyres. Cuts back on the risks. And those new lamp pods. And as for Breen, well, he has a scare on the penultimate stage. The handbrake starts to malfunction. He has to throw the Peugeot even more sideways into the hairpins to get around. And he just stopped it being sideways on its own. But he bids farewell to the Super 2000 207 with 3rd spot overall here in Latvia.
Only 30 slot hairpin left plus. 120.
I've had some really good times in this car. Porsche gave me the opportunity to be a factory driver. And you know, on the flip side, I lost my best friend here, so it's mixed emotions for sure. But look at it, I've got some very exciting projects coming forward. You know, not alone next week. We have the R5 car coming for Greece. Podium to start the year. I'm more than happy.
Scare 2 for our day 1 leader. Gryatsin having a big moment on stage 11. Any hope of the rally win fades away. His gearbox sticks in 4th spot, having had a glitch with it not selecting 5th on the first leg. He realises he might be in real trouble.
We just have only 4th gear. I don't know why.
Just 4th gear?
Yes, something wrong with the gearbox.
Well, Gryatsin will need a gearbox change just to get him to the finish of the rally. The SRT team manages it in 30 minutes. Great job by the team in freezing conditions. For once, the proximity to a hot exhaust must have actually been a bonus. Well, the team working flat out. And the Colin McRae flat-out trophy presented to Vasily Gryatsin for his great speed on the stages. He ends up in 2nd place overall as well. But the win goes to the Finn. Liepaja, Lappi and co-driver Jani Fem. The line was clean and he wasn't doing the cleaning. He was fastest of them all.
Yesterday was so difficult, like you said, because of the snow, and you just have to be, you know, careful and caution in there, not to make any stupid mistakes, because we knew that, okay, the roads will be clean on the 2nd pass, and like it was also today, and seems like that Michelin is better tire than Pirelli on gravel also. So.
Doesn't he look like Marcus Grönholm? Well, heading into the final stage, Kajtanovic full on the throttle. There's commitment for you. Big moment. Ends up with 4th place though, keeps it on the road. Sort of. Yeah, I had it. Classic stuff. 4th place for Kajtanovic. The podium then with Craig Breen in 3rd, Gryatsin in 2nd, and Lappi on the top step of the podium. So the ice and snow of the 2nd round of the European Rally Championship, Rally Liepaja. As they bid goodbye and head to, hopefully, fingers crossed, slightly warmer conditions. The next round in March, it's the Acropolis in Greece. It's not normally the temperatures there. It is renowned as a car breaker. We'll see you then. Goodbye from Latvia.